welcome to my channel. I'm very excited. This is something I wanted to do for a long time. My name is Trisha Camacho. I am the owner of Creative Costume Academy, and I am here to prove that pattern making and learning how to do pattern making can be a fun and easier process than maybe you've come across in the past. So that is what this channel will be dedicated to. We'll be, of course, talking about sewing because sewing and pattern making go hand in hand. But I want to let you know that I will be showing up here every Thursday. I have a very, I don't want to say popular, but loved, I would say, series that I started over on Instagram called Tricky Thursday. Little tidbit, my nickname is actually Tricky. That came about from a long time ago. And so I thought that was the perfect, little name of a segment, if you will, called Tricky Thursday. And every Thursday, I want to share a tip or trick with you that I have learned over my 20-year-long career working in the entertainment industry. So, little backstory about me is I come from over 20 years working professionally as a stitcher and pattern maker for big theatrical productions, some of which include Cirque du Soleil, Blue Man Group. I've done Broadway shows, we've worked operas, I've worked with dancers, and just kind of everything across the board. So that is my background, and that's where my skills come from. And so I've learned a lot along the ways on the job and just my own personal studying. And I'll tell you, I've been able to make this career a success, and it's added so much to my life because of my knowledge of pattern making and the fact that I can really make anything you can dream up. And that comes from knowing pattern making inside and out. I will tell you, I am a self-proclaimed pattern nerd, and I say that because I get really excited about pattern making, anything, learning about pattern making, trying new methods, and then especially sharing it with you and seeing what you do with it. So I'll be sharing fun tips and tricks here on this channel at least every Thursday. And then I will also be doing live events every month with a good friend, Charlotta from Charlotta Pattern Cutting School. We're gonna start that series this month, actually. So next week, look forward to that. And we'll be talking all things pattern making. I'll be sharing about some new drafting systems that I've just come across and testing those out, but then also sharing with you tips and tricks that will help you. So that's what this channel will be dedicated to, all things sewing, all things pattern making, and having fun with that. So that's one thing that you're gonna learn about me, is that I just really love having fun. That's why I call myself a pattern nerd. But on top of that, I am here to be your biggest cheerleader and to tell you, yes, you can learn it. Because I know, and I've come across so many people that tell me they wish they could learn pattern making, or they've always wanted to learn pattern making. They know that it's important, but they just thought it was too hard, or they've tried a class or two and it really didn't work for them. So I hope to change your mind about that and add some fun into your pattern learning. Now, here I will share my tips and tricks. And if you're wanting to learn more, I actually have a free class that you can try it out for free. See if my teaching style is for you. That is the free pattern masterclass. There will be a link down below for you to check that out. And if you already know you're in, you love my videos, you know me from other, and you are ready to start learning pattern making, we have our Pattern Making Academy, where I am partnered up with the amazing Mimi G Style. This is kind of an offshoot of her Sew It Academy, and we teach you pattern making in my unique kind of easier method style. And we go through and make designs after you've learned the foundations, of course, but we go through and make designs picked by the fabulous style of Mimi G and her husband Norris. So you can jump into that anytime. It's go at your own pace, cancel anytime. And the best thing is, it's less than $20 a month. It's $19.97. So that is always available. PMA is really kind of, we take you through the foundations first, then we go through these awesome designs. We really focus on choosing unisex designs, so it's available to everyone who wants to learn pattern making. And every month you get a new design that teaches you about fitting and other hacks that you can do with that design to change up that look really easily, and how to sew that look together and the order of construction. So it's really a whole package that you don't have to fill in any of the blanks. And then after you've learned a couple of designs, you'll start to know how you can adapt these fashions into something that you may want for your own unique style as you're learning, because every lesson builds on the previous one and you learn and become a better and better pattern maker. I also offer my private community called the Pattern Place. This community is only open a couple of times a year to keep it exclusive, to keep it just our little private group, and we go down we go a little bit more in depth than we do in PMA. The other difference is there is a self-paced part of the program, but we also have 2 live events a month, and one of those events is where you get to ask me questions about anything, so we can go in depth on your project. We have motivational inspiration that we do throughout the quarter and throughout the month and throughout the week. So we're checking in with each other, and it's more like a community and support group to actually be using these powerful skills. And it's more of the way that the courses are laid out and the classes that you have access to immediately when you sign up is more of a choose your own adventure type of program, as opposed to in PMA where we have a design that we go from every month, and you're learning that design from beginning to end, which is what some people prefer. And some people want to pick and choose, like pick this collar and pick this sleeve and pick this style of top. And so we have specific classes for collars and specific classes for sleeves so that you can do more of a choose your own adventure thing. And then quarterly, we really do a lot of focus on fitting. Of course, we talk about fitting. You can't learn about pattern making and not learn about fitting and making adjustments. So that is talked about a lot in PMA as well. But with the live events and the more one-on-one access with the Pattern Place, we are able to go in a little bit more in detail on your specific problems. So it's just a little bit more in depth, more support to actually put your learning into action. And so that is only available a couple of times a year. But if you're interested in joining us, we are always throwing a big party every time we open the doors, and the people on the wait list are the first ones to know. So if that sounds exciting, you want to pattern nerd out with a whole bunch of other pattern nerds, or sew stars, we call them, then make sure you're on the wait list for that, and that link will be down below, because not only do you get a special freebie for signing up for the wait list, but you will be the first one to know when those doors are going to open again, and if we are offering any discounts at all or any special prizes, the waitlist people will get first access to that. So if that sounds even a little bit interesting and you're not for sure, you don't know that you would commit, if you get on the waitlist, there's no obligation to sign up. It just means that you get the information before I'm releasing it to the public. So it's worth doing even if you're just curious. And if you're like, I don't want to wait for that, I want to start right away, that's where PMA is a wonderful place to start. We're always doing and adding fun designs to that program. And then in the meantime, I will be sharing little tips and tricks that support that pattern learning, or if you're just getting into pattern making or just even curious about it and want to learn more, that's what I'll be doing here on this channel. And maybe you'll see little snippets of my wonderful pup Levi and my kitty cats. I am an animal lover through and through. Maybe we'll even do some doggy designs. I don't know, that's always up for discussion. But nonetheless, I will be sharing about projects, sharing about fitting, sharing about sewing, sharing about pattern making, and how freaking awesome it is. And telling you, yes, you can do it. So subscribe, click the notifications so you know when our next video drops. But just to let you know, I'm planning on doing every Thursday, and if it's not a video where I'm sharing a tip or trick, then it'll be a live with one of my pattern friends like Charlotta or maybe even Gina Renee. There is already a live that we did last year, which was a ton of fun. So hope to see more of you. I hope you're looking forward to seeing more of me on this fabulous pattern channel. And until then, happy pattern making. See you soon.